Hello, everyone, and welcome to our course called Making Your First AI Agent with Zero Code. And I'm Preju. I'm excited to be walking you through this course. And just a quick overview of how this course is actually going to work is that I will walk you through a few different options on agents, no-code platforms, no-code automation tools, and I will show you a few different automations that go from simple to medium to hard. And then finally at the end, I'll walk you through a platform called make.com where I will show you kind of more hands-on automating software as opposed to a software that we're using called Zapier. So let me just share my screen for you. Let me get this right here. So first, I'm going to walk you through Zapier and what Zapier is. So Zapier is a very easy to use no-code platform where they kind of did the groundwork in connecting their website to all the different tools you could use, such as Instagram, Gmail, Google Calendar, Sheets, project management tools you might use at work, Slack, literally everything you can think of, Zapier has integrated with. So what's useful for us is that they have made it very, very simple for you to hook two apps up together as opposed to before you would have to use code. And you can also add some logical thinking in between data being sent from, say, your email to a spreadsheet. So as you can see, you can kind of make these things that they call zaps, where very flowy diagrams, you can make agents, chatbots, tables, forms, anything you could think of. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to login here, which I will do in a side screen. You're going to want to make an account. Very simple. And then you'll get to this screen. And one thing that we have enjoyed using is this Copilot feature. Although it is in beta, you might run into some bugs. It is something that we have enjoyed using. So I'm just going to walk you through kind of the platform and what you'll see so you don't get too confused off the bat. So you can go to create. And when you go to create, you see a few different options. So what we're going to do here right now is we're going to take you through zaps. And we're not going to build a zap just yet, but I'm going to show you kind of what Zapier is and how it works. So this will help you get a better understanding of how Zapier works. So you'll see a trigger and an action, and basically that's pretty much how Zapier operates. So a common trigger that we might use is Slack. And then you'll see over here, you can basically tell Zapier what will happen in Slack that will set off this chain reaction of connections and processes. So when there's a new channel member, something very simple, and then you connect your Slack, I want a very simple action. Let's see, within Google Sheets. I want to say rename a sheet, and basically with the intention of when there's a new channel member, I want to rename the sheet with their name. Something very simple, just showing here how action and triggers work. So I'm going to delete the zap because we're not going to be using this kind of manual workflow builder off the bat. What we're going to use is the Zapier agents builder. So I'm going to take you all the way back, and you'll want to go to agents.zapier.com and share that tab right now. So this is kind of the interface that you would use that's very low code, not too much thinking, and what you'd want to use if you want to automate a task or make your own AI agent easily, or even do something at work that you can automate. So as you can see, you can really query very naturally what you want to build, and Zapier's AI will take care of it for you. So we're going to go to create our first agent. And just so you get an idea of how this works too, they have a lot of templates that you can use. So here are some examples. As you can see, it connects to various items like your CRM, Google Sheets, your note-taking tool, and it has some AI prompting here that is already baked into the agent. And then another one, very simple, if you want to, say, start an SEO business and you want to audit and analyze SEO sites, Zapier has a tool that you can go off the shelf and use, and you can easily see kind of the prompting that it sends to the agents. So this is where I'm going to pause for the first kind of episode of this. And in the next episode, I will go through walking and using some of these agents on Zapier. And then in the next few episodes of the series, we'll walk through building some Zaps on Zapier, make.com, and even hooking up to a custom website of ours. So excited to see you guys in episode 2.